Live from PATV Studios, it's the Lyle Style Show. And now, the man with the most style, it's your host, Lyle Style.
Fundamentals of our economy are strong, but these are very, very difficult times. We've always, and our best days are ahead of us.
Hello.
What's up, B?
Nothing. Lost my home. Looking for a job. What's up with you?
Still in Iraq. Watching my ass.
True.
Yo, who's that?
Hold on for a second. Yo, pick up the phone.
Yo, forget the phone. I need painkillers. You got money for painkillers?
Just pick up the phone.
Hello?
Where's Dookie?
Hey, yo, Dookie!
Pick up the phone! Dookie! Pick up the phone!
Hello?
So what's up, B?
Change. That's what's up. Change.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Hey, welcome to what's up? Hey, welcome to another edition of the House Style Show. I'm here with my good friend Fred Thomas Jr. I remember that show back in the day. He was involved in that script. He was involved in doing that. What's up thing for Budweiser. Hey, Fred, thank you for coming on the Lyle Style Show. What's up? What's up?
What's up? How you doing, man?
All right, man. Hey, man. You got to. Hey, I'll tell you, man. When I saw you, I knew you would look so different to me. I said to myself, this guy looks so familiar. Where have I seen him, man? Your face looks so familiar, man. And then when you told me about what you did back in the day when you did the Budweiser type thing, and you was in all the episodes of Budweiser, I mean, it just said, that's where I saw you from, man. So
it clicked.
It clicked, man. And now tell me, what made you come up with that particular parody for Budweiser?
Well, my boy Charleston III, it was his idea. He wanted to get a narrative story on his director's reel. He had done a bunch of music videos, and he was trying to get some narrative on his reel, and he had this idea based off of kind of, the stuff that we do, how guys greet each other and whatnot, and how we have our own special way of, saying hey to each other, all kind of crazy ways. And he came with the concept and called us up and just said, hey, man, I got this short I'm doing, and this was about, and just add your own little flavor, to the script. And that's what we did. And then maybe like a year later, after we shot the commercial, after we shot the short, it was just the short.
Mm-hmm.
We put in a couple film festivals, and we just walked away. We went back to our regular lives. There was no beer in the commercial at all. It was just guys on the phone. And then a year later, he called and said that Budweiser wanted to, turn it into a commercial. And rest is history. They turned it into 17 commercials, and traveling the world and all around United States, different cities, different conferences, Super Bowl, NBA All-Star, been to Ireland, Scotland, like, yeah, man, London. It was crazy, man.
Oh,
and
my
that's
goodness.
kind of how it happened.
And
yeah,
everybody,
Oprah Winfrey show.
Oh my
Today
goodness.
Show.
Oh my goodness, man.
Yeah.
Hey, and everybody's doing parodies of that, which y'all started. What's up? And saying it in different ways, man. From black, white, green, blue, whatever. They doing their own parodies about. Wow, man. That is, I mean,
man.
You became instant stars to a certain extent, you know? I mean, you know.
Yeah, it was crazy.
To this day, do people kind of come up to you and say, "What's up?"
Yeah, still, you know, every now and then folks see me and they go, "Oh man, what's up?" You know, so yeah, it's a term of endearment, man. It feels good when people kind of, you know, say hi to you, and that's the way to kind of embrace the love. So, and you know, they did a play on it in the movie Central Intelligence with The Rock and Kevin Hart. You know, it opens up it's like one of the first scenes in the movie, like maybe the first 10, 15 minutes. They play the What's Up commercial in the I think like The Rock is contacting Kevin on Facebook, and he says, "Oh, this commercial," and he plays the commercial a little bit on his Facebook page. So yeah, so you know, we always, you know, hear from somebody or get some kind of phone call and say, "Hey, we want to do something with you guys."
Wow. So you gonna ever be known as the What's Up? What's up guy? You know, so I mean, it's fun. And I must say this, man. You're very talented, and now you are an intelligent young man. A very, you know, director, and you know, and you're a handsome type of guy. So I mean,
thank you, brother.
I'm quite sure you get different things. So you know, now you're directing and whatnot. Different women coming up to you, all that type of stuff. How do you deal with that? How do you deal with that in this type of business you're in?
You know, you just see who's you know, sincere about, you know, the business. Like, you know, people come up to you all the time and they, you know, ask you questions, or they want to work with you, or they say they got a project with you, and you just got to kind of, you know, just sort through and see who's legitimate and who's not, you know, who has a, you know, ulterior motive, and who's sincere about, you know, actually trying to do some work. You just got, you know, you just get used to it, man. But I've been blessed to, you know, to be able to have people that approach me that actually want to do some solid and serious work. So yeah, man, that's how I look at it.
I know, and you know, and a good friend of yours that you know, Philadelphia, and Don Noel. I mean, she talks very highly of you, really highly, and I can see why she does now. Very highly of you.
Oh,
she thinks of you.
Thank you.
She thinks of you as the next thing, the next big director, and I mean, my goodness, and I can see why she does now. Looking at some of your work and whatnot and stuff like that, and you know, you're doing acting.
Thank you.
I give you kudos for what you're doing, brother. And as you know,
thank you.
You being an African American man in this type of business, man, you know, sometimes it can be kind of hard, man. So you doing your thing. Now, how'd you get into directing? How'd you get into doing that type of?
Well, I had been directing since I was a kid. I was writing, acting, and directing since I was a kid, but at the time I didn't know that's what it was. You know, I would watch a lot of Saturday Night Live, and I would take the sketches from Saturday Night Live, and then I would rewrite them so that kids could understand them, and I would bring them back to like my grade school and get the kids in my class to basically play out the sketches that I watched on Saturday Night Live, but water them down so they could, you know, relate to kids. But I didn't know that was directing, and then you know, as years went on, I was like, oh, okay. I started to know different parts of, you know, how a movie and, you know, how movies and television is made. And I decided that when I graduated from Lake University with a journalism degree, but I wanted to get into get my hands on film equipment and creative writing. So I applied to Temple University's grad program so I can, you know, it's like, hey, let me get in there and get my hands on some equipment, and, you know, I can start, you know, making some of these stories that I've been writing come true, you know, come to fruition, as well as, you know, work with friends and other classmates to start some positive things for African Americans there at Temple and in Philadelphia.
Wow, Temple. You went to Temple?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Temple grad school. Yeah.
What a wonderful college you went to, man. Temple. Yeah, you did your thing there, man. This is
Oh yeah, man. Some amazing people, man. We was able to start a film, African American film organization called the Black Film Collective.
okay.
And and through that we were able to start a film festival for minorities, because there was nothing there at the time. So that was kind of a really cool accomplishment, that we had a chance to do while I was there. So
Wow, that's okay. Now getting back to what you're doing now. Now you're working on. Okay, now you directed a short film called 22 Years.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that one right there.
Yeah, 22 Years is a film that Dawn produced, and she's the lead actress in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about a young lady who gets an email from her dad, who she hasn't heard from in 22 years. Mm-hmm. And it's about whether, is she going to meet up with him, and if she does, what is she going to say? Is it even worth it? So she's so over the course of a couple of days, she's kind of, taking herself through this thing where she's asking a bunch of questions about whether even if it's worth it or not, to find out why she hasn't heard from this guy. And Dawn pitched me the idea. We were introduced by a friend who's also an actress from Philadelphia, mm-hmm. and she said, "Hey, you guys might, want to work together. You guys," and it's so funny. Me and Dawn are from South Philly, and we grew up 15 blocks from each other and never met until we got out here.
Wow.
Yeah. And so we sat down, and I took a look at the script. She had brother named Bashieri wrote the script, and
mm-hmm.
we kind of sat down and just started working some things out, and she put the theme together. She produced it, brought in the cinematographer, put all the pieces together, and then I did my thing. And it was a really, really cool project, and this project has legs, man. It has 3 distribution deals. It's on Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm.
It's different film festivals. It just won Best Director, Best Short, Best Actress. So yeah, man, this thing's been rolling.
Oh wow,
that's what it should be about. And it's a diverse piece, man.
Right.
We have a little bit of everybody in it,
right.
and all behind the scenes,
I like that. I like what you're doing, man. Now, and also what you're doing now. Now you write, direct, script for plays and whatnot. So you're doing a play.
Yeah.
You're doing a play now. This is your current project right here. Tell us a little bit about the play. What was it about? What's the name of it?
Yeah, this piece is called that I'm bringing to stage. It's called 12 by 9. And I ran it a couple of years ago in LA, and that particular run, we won. We were nominated for 7 NAACP Theater Awards and won Best Producer, Best Writer, Best Director. So from there, we went to Philly, we went to Atlanta. We actually brought it back again into LA to do a run, and then so I think the last stop we had was Atlanta, and that was maybe like about 3 years ago. So I'm bringing it back, with the climate, what's going on right now in Hollywood, with diversity, and folks are really starting to take a lot of African American projects serious, and starting to see us in a different light, see it open to hearing our stories, put it that way. And this one is about 3 brothers who are forced to share themselves into a fire. And these guys are pretty intense. One is a former drug lord who's doing 25 years and has 5 years left. And another gentleman, he's a hypocritical Bible toter.
Okay.
He talks a lot of game, but is he really living the word of the Lord? And the third guy he's a sociopath. He's a repeat offender. He loves jail. And he uses the prison system to help him play out his his plan that he has for the other two.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah,
okay.
so it's a pretty heavy piece,
Ooh,
man.
it is. Okay, now, and what character do you
comedy
play?
in it.
Yeah.
It has a spiritual overtone.
Okay.
So yeah. So you know, I try to hit pretty hard with this one here, and
Right.
kind of wake and shake some folks up, and also especially what's going on in the prison system.
Yes.
You know, with our people. You know.
Oh my goodness! Tell me about it. And you also in the play though. You also in the play.
Oh yeah, I'm in it. Yeah, and I'm in it as well. I play one of the characters in it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say people gotta come out and see.
Okay. Okay.
Who I play.
Okay.
But
because
yeah.
I've seen a little bit about it, and you play a character, man. You play a different side of you I ain't never seen. That's
right. Okay. Yeah. You can see little clips or whatever.
Yeah. I saw a little preview, not a little preview, and that was pretty deep.
Right.
I mean, it was very interesting. I mean, now tell me something. You're doing these plays on stage. Are you? Have you learned like Tyler Perry, because he started doing plays, started doing plays and that type of thing. I don't think you have met him or.
Never met him. No, I was doing stuff like even before I kind of knew who Tyler was. I was doing stuff, man, back in the 90s, early 90s, big 80s.
Wow.
This is like my third or fourth play that I've actually wrote and directed. My first play was a musical that I did at Link University.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, of course, when Tyler came on the scene, he's a inspirational platform to say like, oh, okay, this is the direction that my work can go. His stuff is a little more broader than mine, but we're going in the same direction.
Right.
So,
that's what I'm about to say. Going in the same direction. And so what you're doing, directing and acting. Now tell us a little bit about your acting chops. What that commercial is a icon commercial. Everybody heard of that. Seeing you, man.
Right.
That's But I know you've been in different things on television. Besides that.
Yeah. I've trained back in Philadelphia. Was with Society Hill Playhouse and took a ton of acting classes back in Philly and studied out here in Los Angeles. Was on had a couple episodes of the TV show The Parkers.
Okay.
Done a ton of plays. I did some plays out here with Don Pete Welch Productions. What else? Gosh, when you think of your resume, you like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did a couple car commercials.
Okay.
I'm missing some stuff. Recently just did an episode of Family Time on Bounce.
Oh.
So yeah. So
wow,
I keep the chops going. Yeah, definitely
there you go. Okay. And now tell me, so now, what's the connection with Will Smith and you? Because I got you.
Yeah. The brother I was doing, I was producing plays for a brother by the name of Don Pete Welch from Philadelphia. I actually had worked as a production assistant and I was lighting his shows back in Philadelphia. And we became family. And I've kind of learned, a lot of the play world through him, working with him, and seeing all the behind the scenes and the business portion of it, especially on that, coming from an independent on an independent level. And he was family friends with Will. They grew up together, and there was the opportunity where he had said if Fred if Will be ever doing a movie, that Fred could possibly work as a production assistant or come on as an apprentice or something. Right. Let us know. And that his office called one day and was like, "Yo, we have something that opened up, and if you're available, Fred, jump on board." And I made myself available.
Yeah, you
Can't
did.
say no to that.
Oh my goodness, man.
And and I worked on Men in Black 3, and it was amazing. It was in New York for 3 months, and it was basically like school.
Yeah.
So it was just learning the technology of the film business and just you're on the set every day with just major stars.
Wow.
Barry Sonnenfeld, the director, and Josh Brolin. I mean, it was, you see all these amazing tech folks and special effects people and costume people. Rick Baker, he's an Oscar. He won like 7 Oscars. He did the costumes. I mean, he did the special effects, the special effects, the mask and whatnot. So you get to see and talk to these people and ask them questions and stuff like that every day, and everybody was just cool and friendly and just shared their knowledge. So I learned a ton.
Oh yes, you did. Yeah. Did you talk to Will Smith? Did you get to chat with him a little bit?
So I say overall the Philly Connect.
Right. Yeah, the Philly Connect. That's the Philly Connect here in Hollywood. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Philly family.
Yeah, Philly family. Because you're from Philly. He's from Philly. You said Don's from Philly.
And Don's from Philly. Yeah. Don's from Philly.
I mean, it's a lot of people that come out in the entertainment business that are that's from Philly, man. That's from that East Coast side, man. That's
oh yeah.
Oh my goodness, you can you can name them, and so.
Oh yeah, we out here. We in the world deep.
Oh my goodness. Deep ain't the word for it, brother. I mean, Sue. I got to get a little taste of that myself. I like to get a little taste of that. You're doing real well. So okay. So like I said, you bring it back to your project, your play, in it's in April, isn't it? Coming out in LA in April. Okay. And what else are you working on? Any other projects? Anything we can talk about?
Yeah. I just there's a piece that I'm trying to find financing for right now that I wrote. It was accepted into the Film Independent Screenwriting Lab, and from that I was able to get a couple of producers that were interested in producing it. So I'm shopping that right now, and then I have a project with Dawn. Me and Dawn have a couple projects. We have a company called Wake Up Films. Okay. And we have a piece that I wrote called By Way of Acheron that Dawn was extremely interested in after we did 22 years. And so Dawn has come on as producer. And so we're looking for financing for that, and we're packaging that at the same time. Oh wow! And then I was fortunate enough to meet Harold Melvin Jr., the son of Harold Melvin, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. Right. And he's a family friend of Dawn's, and he wants to do a movie on his father's life. Oh, so shoot. Him and I met and we talked and. It was like, yo, I'm going to hire you for the gig, man. Wow.
And, would you play the character? So? Would you play... Who would play Harold Merrill?
Oh, well, no, I'm not playing Harold Merrill. I'm just writing. As of right now, I'm just writing it. Okay. I mean, stranger things happen, but no.
Stranger things can, man.
Writing. Yeah, man. Oh, so I'm on board to write it. So we're starting to... We've gotten the ball rolling with that. Him and I've been doing our sessions, talking and exchanging. He's been telling me stories and whatnot. Oh yeah. And my goodness. Yeah, man. And then just pushing the projects that that we had, pushing 22 years, pushing 12 by 9, and then anything a couple of other little things in the little irons in the fire that are roasting. Oh, so hopefully I'll be able to come out with those as well soon too. Oh, you will. Yeah.
Man, you're an amazing person, man. You got the talent.
Thank you, brother.
I'm so privileged and so thankful to meet a person like you. And Don.
Thank you, brother.
To being African American and being so well diverse in what you're doing and bringing some positive things on the screen and and that type of thing. You doing your thing, man. I'm really just so blessed to have a chance to talk to you on my show. So,
thank you, and thank you for having a venue for us to be able to, express our work and talk about ourselves and promote ourselves, and then just having that, exchange. So I thank you on behalf of, artists, all those you brought on and those you will be bringing on. So thank you.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Hey, you got somebody else that's interesting, man. And, I want you to know, you got my number, man. Tell them to give me a call, Lyle Style.
Yes. Okay, we'll do. Definitely.
I'm definitely about bringing positive change onto my show, and people that got a positive image, positive things that they're gonna say. And if you're one, yep, Don's one. I mean, you know what? I'm trying to get out there to LA one of these days, man. So we got to keep in contact.
We here?
Huh?
I said we here.
You're here, good. And y'all staying there too. Yeah, and I'm definitely, we're gonna stay in contact with each other, because I like to do a show out there, and you be here in person. Sit down and talk about what you're doing. But 22 years is out. And get on Amazon Prime. That's a good one. And then your play's coming out in April. And we got 4 minutes left. What's your play called?
The play is called 12 by 9. You can get information at www.12by9thestageplay.com. I'm on Instagram at I am Fred Thomas Jr.
Right.
Also Twitter at Derf Samat, which is Fred Thomas backwards, DERFSAMOHT.
Wow.
So yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Fred, I must say that, brother. Now you, I know. Are you a bachelor, man?
No, I just got married.
Oh, okay. Okay. You're off the market. Good. Amen. You're off the market, okay? Because I'm telling you, man, you're off the market, man. Because I mean, you're very handsome type of guy, and very talented, man. And congratulations to you and your marriage with your wife and whatnot. I'm quite sure. Y'all, it's gonna be good. Y'all gonna last 1,000 years. So, hey, Fred.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Anytime, man. Hey, look. My thing is that I think that you're going to come up with some great work. I can't wait to see what you come up with next, and I want to be involved with it, man. Hey, if you got a part, man, hey, look, I can act a little bit too, man. Hey, come on, look at Lyle Style.
Okay.
Give me a call, man. Come on out to LA, man, and do I was in a short movie called Moon 03. It's a sci-fi movie that you get on YouTube. I played a doctor, Dr. Van Gelder. You can check it out. Scientist, Dr. Scientist, that type of thing. But hey, man, I really appreciate you so much from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you.
You being on my show, and you letting people know. My director telling me to wrap it up. But so again.
Okay. Well, thank you again, and have a blessed week, man. Thank you, Lyle.
Man, you have a blessed week. Hey, I want you to keep in contact with me, man. You got my number?
Yes, most definitely.
I got yours, man. I think we're friends now. I consider you my friend. So it's gonna be good, and so we'll do things, and hopefully that plays is gonna do real good. So again, thank you, man. God bless you.
Thank you.
Okay. Yep.
I have a good
one. All right. All right. Take care, man.
Bye.
Bye.
You too. Bye.
Bye. Oh wow, that was a good friend, man. Fred Thomas Jr. is a director, a writer, actor. Hey, check him out. His stuff is coming out. He's very talented. But I want everybody to realize that. Don't ever give up your dreams. Never give up your dreams. This is my dream, sitting here doing my talk show, and I know God, and I thank God, and I bless God for allowing me to do this. To do this. I want to say a shout out to my mom. Love you, Mom. That she's been by my side. She's been there for me from day one. And Mom, I love you. And I want to shout out to always Denzel. Man, I'm sorry, man. For not having you on the show, man. I got to get you on the show next time. Next time I do the show, I want you to be right here. I want you to be right here with me on Lyle Style Show. So, and next time I want everybody to always keep it classy, never give up your dreams, and again, always keep it classy.